The OFC NFOEC conference is a little unusual in that it is attended by professionals from service providers, professionals from system builders, professionals from subsystem builders and component builders right down the line. And so we can appreciate and actually be updated on the developments from each stage of the food chain.
I've been looking at the things that have been going on recently, and I've been looking at the program as it is developing for OFC NFOEC 2009. And there are a number of things that are very interesting and that interest me personally. And one of those that I've seen come more and more clearly into the footlight is fiber to the home, passive optical networking. There are a lot of developments there. There are more and more countries in the world that start installs, and I think that PON will give ADSL a run for its money pretty soon in many countries, like it has already happened in Korea and in Japan, for example. So this is something that is going to happen. And at OFC NFOEC, we will get information and thoughts on new developments, both on technologies that are very close to the installation. So there are a lot of practical aspects that are going to be addressed. But we will also be looking at research, at things that are further out, at things that extend the capacity, extend the distance. There are people talking about PON extenders. There are people that are talking about WDM PON, for example, to have more wavelengths being transmitted in the same fiber to the homes. So we have different perspectives, both close to commercial introduction and also things that are further away and that give people the opportunity to see what are the possible directions that the industry will be going in a few years. And that, I think, is particularly interesting. Another topic that I think will be gotten very strong in front of the footlight is transmission at a bit rate, I should say at a line rate of 100 gigabits per second. People that are in carriers are clearly interested in introducing this technology in their network as soon as possible. I've heard sounds of 40G being already strongly ingrained in the networks, but the next step obviously needing to be going to 100 gigabits per second. And what I've seen in the conference, in both contributed papers and also a lot of invited programming that has been brought in, is that those movements are being very strongly supported by the component vendors. So there's a lot of component work going on transmission directly at 100 gigabits per second